Creating edge fillets. So we're going to go up to our modify panel. We're going to select fillet. And we're going to use the constant tab. So we're going to work in the constant tab here. And so everything will have a constant radius when we're in this tab. So how do we select? Well, right now we're selecting by the edge. So when I come up and I pick on an edge, it will put then a 25.25 radius on there. So when I pick on another edge, it'll put a 0.25 radius on it. Now, it'll put everything at this particular radius. If I want a different size radius, I have to say click to add. And when I say click to add, then I can come over and pick that radius and it'll ask me what size radius I want. I'm going to knock that up to say 0.75. 0.75. And I'm going to come down here and you can see how that now has a different radius than the other three. So I am picking the edges mode, and I'm going to undo that, and let's go back and do this again. We're going to go to fillet, and so I can select on the edge mode and just pick individual edges, and they'll always have a constant radius. If I click to add, I can change the radius of the different edges. Now when I select, and I'm going to change my radius back to 0.25 here, I'm going to check loop. When I select loop, then I pick on a face, or in this edge of this loop right here, and it puts a 0.25 all the way around in this case. So selecting the mode, if I just do an edge, I pick one edge at a time. If I do loop, it builds a chain, goes all the way around. If I select feature, I can select a feature such an existing feature that was created, and it will put then a fillet around that. Also, when I look at this button right here, I can choose the type of fillet. I can choose a tangent fillet, which is by default, or I can choose a G2 fillet, which is very smooth. So this is our continual unity, and we generally will pick tangent for this. And I'm going to say OK, and boom, I've created a fillet all the way around in that particular loop. I'll undo that. I also have, when I go up to the fillet mode, I can come down here and say I want all rounds. When I do that, it puts everything, every edge will have a round to it. In this case, a 0.25. When I hit apply, it essentially rounds every edge by 0.25. And I'm going to hit cancel, and I'm going to undo. Likewise, when I go and hit fillet, I can put everything as all fillets, and fillets will round, cut into it, and put, rounds put a rounded exterior to it, and fillets put something that's concave to it. So I could put a fillet in if I like. This is a very easy way of putting fillets in, and typically we put fillets in to prevent stress in those areas, and so that people don't get cut or mishandling products. They could get their hands cut by too sharp edges. So fillets are usually for the two features. A rounded corner has less stress involved and won't have failure due to stress, or that we want safety issues. So we can either pick by the edge most commonly, or we can pick by the loop and loop a whole area and just say OK, and we've created an edge fillet using the constant tab.